This is so gross, I muttered. It felt like I was walking in slime. Now what? The front of the boat is called the bow. Go there. The mud made a sucking, slurpy sound with each step I made. Step by step, I plodded through the thick mud as it got deeper. Then I raised my foot, and my sneaker was gone. My shoe, I cried. It came off. You'll never find it, Lovey called back. Just keep going. But I tried to warn you. I foamed but couldn't stop now. I was up to my knees in it. You sure this isn't quicksand? I yelled back. It's just pluff mud, but it can suck you down a bit. Don't worry, Jake, she called to me. You're almost there. I finally reached the front of the boat, lifting my knees high to plow through the mucky mud. I'm gonna put the engine in reverse, Lovey called out. When I do, you push hard with all your might. Got it? I gritted my teeth and lowered my weight onto my left foot. I sank a few inches deeper into the goo, then stopped, praying it wasn't a bit like quicksand. Hurry up, I shouted. I'm sinking. Ready? She yelled. Now. I grunted and pushed with all my might as the engine rumbled low in the water. To my surprise and relief, the boat slowly eased away from the muddy bank. Woo, I called out, feeling the boat slide forward. Hop on, Lovey called. I tried to move, but my feet wouldn't budge. The mud was gripping my legs. Lovey, I can't move, I called out. My heart was pounding fast as I imagined being sucked down into the mud, disappearing forever. Don't panic, Lovey called out and put the engine in neutral. She hurried to the boat. You can get out. Bend forward and try to lie in the mud. Lie on it. I shook my head as fear licked my spine. I'll sink faster. No, you won't. It's a trick. We all know it. Do you trust me? I nodded. Lie flat, then slowly wiggle your legs out of the mud. Then crawl in the mud to the shore. The mud is harder there. You can climb back in the boat. Go now. Hurry. I decided to trust Lovey. She was my friend, and she knew a lot about living in the low country. I leaned far forward till I was lying on my belly in the thick mud. I didn't sink. My face was getting coated with this stinky mud as I wiggled my legs. At last, one by one, I got them out from the mud's gooey hold, without shoes. I crawled a foot or two closer to shore and could feel the mud thicken. When I lowered my feet again, I was able to stand. I quickly reached out and grabbed a hold of the boat before it drifted farther away. Lovey grasped my arms as we groaned, as together we dragged my body back into the boat. I said in relief when I landed hard on the bottom of the boat. I was covered from head to toe in mud. Even my face was smeared in it. Lovey released another high, trilling laugh. She hurried to the steering wheel and looked over her shoulder. Look at you, you're covered in pluff mud. It smells like rotten eggs. You're now officially a low country kid. I looked at my mud-caked legs and clothes and laughed, too. I like that title. Lovey moved like a pro as she maneuvered the skiff into the deeper water of the creek. I have to admit, I was pretty impressed with her seamanship. Take a look and see if there's a leak, she called back to me. We don't want to go far if we take on water. Aye, aye, Captain. I moved the kayaks to get a good look at the floor of the boat. Looks good. Here we go. I held onto the side of the boat as Lovey accelerated. The little flat-bottom boat took off down the creek, skimming over the water. Feeling the wind on my face felt so good I couldn't stop grinning. Let's get over to Macon's dock, I shouted. He's gonna flip out when he sees this. When we reached Macon's dock, Lovey slowed the engine to a low growl. Hey, you guys. We both turned to see Macon standing at the end of his dock, his hands on his head and his mouth wide open in shock. Told you he'd be surprised, I said. Look what we found, Lovey called to Macon. Macon ran up to us, his big feet pounding on the wooden boards. When he got close, I could tell he wasn't surprised. He was mad. What have you done, Macon shouted. You stole a boat? We didn't steal it, I called back. We found it. It was abandoned. Mom's gonna freak out when she sees this. Macon paced the dock, muttering to himself, then stopped short. No, she can't see this. I can't let her get upset. He pointed to the boat. Get this thing out of here now. Wait, I said, trying to calm him down. We're just leaving it for a little while until we figure out what to do with it. We'll move it, but come on, you've got to admit, it's pretty cool, I grinned wide. Macon wasn't convinced. He looked at me covered in mud and raised his brow. Then he sniffed and made a face. You stink. I laughed and nodded. Fluff mud, it's bad. Lovey and I climbed up on the dock. We all crossed our arms and stood side by side on the dock and looked out at the dirty little boat in tense silence. It can't stay here, Macon said.